Today, the Detroit Lions made some draft selections in round 5 and 6. We got a tight end and a linebacker. We're going to break it down, give you an idea of what this means for the Lions in this up-and-coming season, as well as this draft and kind of the future of this franchise. But before we get into today's video, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Hit that like button so we can get this content out there. Let's go ahead and get into these players. One of the needs that I talked about throughout this offseason is the Detroit Lions getting a backup tight end, and that's what they did in the 5th round, pick 177. They got James Mitchell, who was a really good tight end before he got injured. Now, his injury knocked him down into the 5th round. A lot of grades had him around a projected 3rd round pick if he would have stayed healthy. That did not occur, though. He did get injured. Let's get to his stats last year. Nothing to hang your hat on. 5 receptions, 42 yards, 1 touchdown, 8.4 yards average because he was injured, folks. But he should be good to go for training camp in the season. And we're talking about a backup here. We're not talking about a starter. So I have no problem the Detroit Lions actually selecting a player who is injured, who has a really high upside regarding the tight end position in a backup role. We're not talking about a guy who is going to be immediately starting right now. We need him to start right now. That's not the case at all. He can sit back, learn a little bit, and become that guy. He is a physical tight end, good at blocking. He can get some separation. He's a prototypical tight end number 2, a guy for the Lions to have someone to learn and potentially, get more touches as the season goes along and as it gets better. Let me know your grade of this pick right now, A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know what you guys think of getting James Mitchell here. I'm going to give this one I'd say a B+, because, again, we needed a number 2 tight end. This was a need. And the Detroit Lions went and they got their need, and they decided to go ahead and select their player. So I'm going to give it a B+. James Mitchell is going to be helping out the Lions offense. This draft, the Detroit Lions did everything they can to put players around Jared Goff. We got the wide receiver, we got the tight end. That's what we had to do in this year's draft regarding getting talent for this quarterback. They trust Jared Goff. That's why we have not selected quarterback at this point yet. We still got 2 picks left. And that's the facts of the matter. And James Mitchell's going to help out. I like the pick. I do. And I'm happy that they got some help in this position. We want to run the football. We want to be a physical guy. This guy is a very physical guy. This is the prototypical, quote-unquote, Dan Campbell type of player. And it's going to help out the offense. I think right now the offense has took a major jump this offseason with DJ Chark getting Jameson Williams, and now getting a number 2 tight end, James Mitchell. It's going to be real fun to watch as this thing goes forward on the Lions offense. For this season, I don't expect a whole lot from James Mitchell. I'm not expecting this guy to be any main focal point. They're probably going to work him in slow because of the injury, and also because he's the number 2 guy, until he starts to really get this offense, and he'll get more touches going forward. He's not the biggest tight end. We're talking 6'3" here, but he should be a good guy for Jared Goff once he does understand the system to throw the football to, for sure. So it's going to be one of those things there. But we also made another selection in round 6. We actually traded out our original pick, and we got a player and a position I felt the Detroit Lions must got. We had to get Malcolm Rodriguez, linebacker. The Detroit Lions needed a linebacker in a big freaking way. This is one of the things I wanted to come out and get. I actually talked about Rodriguez a couple months ago in one of my mock drafts or in one of the live streams. I thought he could be a sleeper type of guy, a good developmental guy. He's not the biggest guy in the world. He's 5'11", but he is a good guy to learn over the linebackers we have now, and may eventually get some more playing time, and I think he could do well on 3rd downs. That's something that the Detroit Lions need. You look at his stats last year, not too shabby. 76 solo tackles, 3 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 5 interceptions. I think he, like I said, he could be good on third down. I think he's a little bit better than probably some of the players that we have in the linebacker room right now regarding protecting the pass. This is something we've been torched in recently since Matt Patricia is getting torched, and I think that can help out. He's a little bit of a ball hawk. Yes, he's developmental, folks. There's no doubt about it. We're not talking about a starter here. It's a developmental player. Anyone you're going to get in round 6, generally, that's the focus. But I have no problem at all to get a developmental linebacker in Malcolm Rodriguez. I was excited to get him. It is a good pick for the Lions. A good pick. It fits a need, it fits a spot, and it's a value. And with the trade, we get a 7th round draft pick out of it. So, to me, it was a solid pick by Brad Holmes, and it helps out the middle of the field. Again, we got Jared Davis, we got Alex Anzalone, we got Derek Barnes, we got other people on the roster as well. He's going to come in, he's going to try to do the best he can. We'll see him in preseason. Maybe he'll get some special teams role to start out. But if we have some injuries, say we're midway through the season, I have confidence that he can do a decent job for the Detroit Lions linebacking core. I don't think he's the greatest player, obviously, but for what we needed in this draft, we had to get a linebacker. So if you look so far, a lot of people wanted defense. We got defense, folks. We got edge with Aiden Hutchinson. We get a wide receiver. We got another edge as well. Somewhat edge interior, kind of goes back and forth. Safety. Now we get a linebacker. The Detroit Lions are trying to revamp this defense to get much better than it has been in years past. And that's facts. Folks, if you've not smashed that like button, go ahead and smash that like button. Let's get to 400 likes in this video. With your help, I know it can get done. All you got to do is smash it. And folks, it will continue to grow this channel. And this channel is all about you. What should we expect going forward? We got 2 7th round picks. This is what I expect. Just do BPA. Whatever the position is. Of course, I'd love to get a quarterback to just compete with David Blau and Tim Boyle. You know, there is some still out there. Just saying. Not like you need to get no starter, but it'd be nice to get that. Maybe they just go ahead and get another wide receiver. They pretty much go any route at this point when you're talking about 7th round picks. Pretty much, it's kind of like an undrafted free agent. You're just kind of getting these players to see if they can do well, but it doesn't mean they suck. Doesn't mean that's going to be bad for the Detroit Lions. Jerry Jacobs, undrafted free agents. This is what we are. We're getting the running back as well. So they go multiple different routes here for the Lions, and we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. We'll drop the video a little bit later when it happens. With that said, folks, adios.
Perfect.